Digital compassion training. Watching with purpose. Every day we scroll through hundreds of pieces of content. Stories of triumph, tragedy, joy, and struggle flash before our eyes in endless streams. But here's the question that can change everything. Are you just consuming, or are you actually growing? Today we're diving deep into something I call digital compassion training. The art of turning your screen time into a masterclass in empathy and critical thinking. Welcome to Mental Wealth, where we transform everyday experiences into extraordinary opportunities for personal development. The hidden opportunity. Right now, your phone holds more human stories than any library in history. Every scroll is a chance to understand someone different from you. Every video is an opportunity to practice compassion. Every comment section is a laboratory for critical thinking. But most of us are wasting this incredible gift. We've been taught to see screen time as mindless entertainment, or worse, as something to feel guilty about. But what if I told you that with the right approach, your daily scrolling could become one of the most powerful tools for emotional intelligence and personal growth? Mindless scrolling actually does the opposite. It can decrease our capacity for deep thinking and genuine connection. Here's what neuroscience tells us. When we watch content with intention, our brains activate multiple regions simultaneously. We're not just passively receiving information, we're actively building neural pathways that enhance empathy, critical thinking, and emotional regulation. But here's the catch. This only happens when we watch with purpose. The digital compassion framework. Don't jump to judgment. Just don't immediately compare their situation to yours. Simply ask, what might this person be feeling right now? What experience has led them to this moment? This isn't about becoming cynical. It's about becoming wise. Let me share with you a simple but powerful framework that will transform how you engage with digital content. I call it the HEART method. Ask yourself, what am I hoping to gain from this? Am I seeking entertainment, education, or connection? What emotions am I experiencing and why? This reflection is where real growth happens. This simple pause shifts you from passive consumption to active engagement. H. Halt and notice. Purposeful consumption leads to purposeful action. Before you dive into any piece of content, take a breath. E. Empathy first. When you encounter someone's story, whether it's a triumph or struggle, your first response should be empathy. You lead with empathy, imagining the courage it took to share their story. You analyze thoughtfully, considering the complex factors that contribute to addiction. You reflect on your own relationship with substances or habits. And finally, you take action. Maybe by sharing resources, examining your own patterns, or simply carrying forward a deeper understanding. Imagine you're watching a video about someone overcoming addiction. Instead of just feeling sorry for them or quickly moving on, you apply the HEART method. A. Analyze thoughtfully. Your thoughtful comments, your empathetic responses, your willingness to see nuance. These small actions ripple outward, influencing others to do the same. Now engage your critical thinking. What assumptions am I making? What information might be missing? What perspective am I not considering? R. Reflect personally. How does this content challenge my existing beliefs? What can I learn about myself from my reaction? It doesn't have to be heavy or serious. It could be a cooking video, a comedy sketch, or a music performance. The key is intentionality. You build emotional resilience. You create more meaningful connections, both online and offline. Notice how it affects your relationships, your decision-making, and your overall emotional well-being. T. Take purposeful action. Finally, decide what you'll do with this insight. Will you share something meaningful? Will you have a difficult conversation? Will you change a behavior? Practical application. Digital compassion training is about reclaiming your screen time as sacred space for growth, connection, and understanding. Let's make this real. The goal is to gradually shift from being a passive consumer to being an active participant in your own growth. You halt and recognize you're about to witness someone's vulnerability. This isn't just watching content anymore. This is emotional intelligence training disguised as entertainment. Why not make it meaningful? The ripple effect. Drop a comment below and share one insight you've gained from watching content with purpose. And if you're ready to transform more aspects of your daily life into opportunities for growth, hit that like button. And and subscribe to Mental Wealth for more practical wisdom that you can apply immediately. Here's what happens when you practice digital compassion training consistently. You become more patient with people in real life. You develop stronger critical thinking skills, but perhaps most importantly, you start contributing to a more compassionate digital world, your challenge. I want to challenge you for the next 7 days to practice the Halt method with just one piece of content each day. Notice how this practice changes not just what you watch, but how you see the world, the bigger picture. We're living in an age where digital literacy isn't just about knowing how to use technology. It's about knowing how to use technology to become more human. Every scroll is a choice. Every click is an opportunity. Every moment of engagement is a chance to build the kind of world you want to live in. Conclusion. Remember, the goal isn't to judge yourself for past scrolling habits or to turn every moment of digital consumption into a philosophy class. Your screen time is already happening. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear about your experience with digital compassion training. Remember, your mental wealth is your greatest asset. Invest in it daily.